What if I told you that your phone can make you spend money before you even realize you're buying something? And sometimes, it takes less than 30 seconds. You open an app just to check something. Maybe you're looking for a pair of shoes. Maybe you want to order food. Maybe you're checking your credit card balance. You're not planning to spend anything. But then you see it. Limited time offer. Only 2 left. Buy now. You're pre-approved. And suddenly, spending money feels less like a decision, and more like the obvious next step. That's not an accident. It's psychology. Here's the trick. Many apps are designed to reduce the amount of time you have to think before spending. Because the longer you think, the more likely you are to ask, do I really need this? But if an app can move you from desire to payment in seconds, that question may never happen. Think about what happens when you see only 10 minutes left. Your brain doesn't focus on whether you need the product. It focuses on what you might lose if you don't act. And that feeling can be incredibly powerful. Now imagine this. You're scrolling through an app. You see something you like. You tap it. The app already knows your name. Your address is saved. Your card is already connected. Your shipping information is ready. And maybe there's even a button that says, buy now. 1 tap. Done. The entire purchase can happen before you've had enough time to seriously evaluate it. That's the 30-second trap. Not necessarily one specific feature, but a combination of speed, convenience, urgency, and psychological triggers that can turn an impulse into a transaction almost instantly. And here's where technology gets interesting. Paying for something used to feel like spending money. You physically handed over cash. You watched your wallet get thinner. There was a psychological moment when you felt the cost. But today, you tap your phone. Your screen flashes. Order confirmed. And the money disappears digitally. You barely feel it. This is sometimes called the pain of paying. The more friction involved in payment, the more noticeable spending can feel. Remove the friction, and spending can become almost invisible. Then there's another powerful psychological trick. Small numbers. Instead of thinking, I'm spending $120, your brain might process, only $10 a month. That sounds dramatically different. Buy now, pay later services can make expensive purchases feel smaller by breaking the price into manageable pieces. And psychologically, that changes the question. Instead of asking, can I afford $120? You start asking, can I afford $10? And the answer is usually easier. But $10 isn't the real cost. The real cost is still $120. The smaller number simply makes the decision feel easier. But here's the part most people don't think about. Many apps aren't simply trying to sell you a product. They're competing for your attention. The longer you stay, the more you scroll, the more products you see, the more opportunities there are to spend. That's why endless scrolling can be so powerful. There's always another product, another recommendation, another discount, another notification. And eventually, shopping stops being an intentional activity and becomes entertainment. And when you're tired, bored, stressed, or frustrated, your defenses can become even weaker. Imagine having a bad day. You open your favorite shopping app. You see something you've wanted. Then you see 20% off today only. Suddenly, buying it doesn't feel like spending. It feels like rewarding yourself. That's when emotion can take control of the decision. You're no longer asking, is this good for my financial future? You're asking, will this make me feel better right now? And those are two completely different questions. So how do you fight back? Use a simple rule. The 30-second money pause. Whenever an app makes you feel like you need to buy something right now, stop. Close the app. Put the phone down. And ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, would I still want this tomorrow? Number 2, would I buy this if there were no discount? And number 3, what am I giving up by spending this money? That last question is incredibly important. Because every dollar you spend today is a dollar you can't use somewhere else. Savings, investments, debt repayment, emergency funds, or simply more financial freedom. You don't need to delete every shopping app. You don't need to stop buying things. And you definitely don't need to feel guilty every time you spend money. The goal isn't to stop spending. The goal is to make sure you are the one making the decision. Not the countdown timer. Not the notification. Not the algorithm. And not a button designed to make buying feel effortless. Because the most expensive purchase is often the one you make without thinking. Now I want to know. Have you ever opened an app just to look, and somehow ended up buying something? Tell me what happened in the comments. And if you want to learn how psychology, technology, and money influence the decisions you make every day, subscribe to Money Momentum. Because once you understand how the game works, you can start playing it differently.